Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Don't watch the root regrowth. It's only been a couple of weeks and it's pretty bad. Yeah, let's not talk about it. Anyway, we're here to play with makeup and today we are playing with this baby, the ABH Norvina Volume 1. I know it came out ages ago. I don't care about that. I was incredibly lucky enough to be given this as a birthday present from my beautiful makeup loving friends Rebecca, Rosie, Teresa, Lucy and Amanda. You all know how much I love you. Thank you so much. Yeah, so they got me this for my birthday and I've absolutely fallen in love with it. They knew how much I loved it anyway, but they are girls with good taste, so of course they got it for me because they knew that it's beautiful and so versatile and you can do so much with it. As you can see, it's pretty well used already. That is because this is the last in my 5 looks in 5 days with this palette. If you have a look on my Instagram, then you will see the pictures of the 5 days and 5 looks. So I thought I would film the last one and yeah, just give you my thoughts on the palette. I'm going to swatch it and I'm going to do something a little bit crazy, as obviously I have been doing on my channel recently. I mean, look at me, I've got pink hair. But yeah, I'm going to do something a little bit crazy and I'm going to swatch it on my face. Because when the girls got this for me, I opened it and nearly cried. But I opened it and I thought, you know what? The arm swatches that I did last time with my Bloodlust palette were rubbish. So I'm going to swatch it on my face and I'm going to look like an idiot. But I'm not going anywhere because we're in lockdown. So who really cares? And it gives you a good judgment of the colours actually, because you'll see what they look like on a set base and you'll see what they look like with like the texture that's on my face really. And I don't have to do any of this stupid arm twisting rubbish because last time it didn't work. And yeah, I don't have to twist my face. You guys can see my face. That's the one thing I know that I can do, is at least let you guys see my face. So yeah, let's just get on with that. So I'm gonna pop some timestamps down here of like the swatches, the tutorial and then the final look. So if you want to skip ahead, then go ahead, because I know some people have probably seen swatches of this already. It's been around for ages, but anyway, it's new to me. So we're going to swatch it row by row and yeah, let's crack on. Okay guys, so let's get started with these swatches. I have nothing on my fingers, they're nice and clean, and my face has a face full of makeup. So what else would you expect? I'm going to start with the first row, which is A1 to A5, and I'm just going to swatch them row by row. I'll probably start on my right cheek. So I'll do my right cheek, left cheek, forehead, and then probably go back to right and left cheek actually. But yeah, let's just see how we get on. So A1 is this sort of purpley pearlescent sort of shimmer, and we'll pop it here. Can you see that? Nice. And next we have A2, which is what I have used for the purple just here and on my lower lash line. That's going to go next to it. Go. Nice. And then A3, which is a sort of deeper purple colour. Oh, I love that. Love that shade. And A4, which is a gold shimmer. And A5, which is the bright pink, which I have used in pretty much every look I've done with this palette because it's so beautiful. Look at that. Lovely. Okay, so that's our first row of swatches on my face done. Next we're going to go in with B1, which is a sort of purpley sort of pink. There we go. So next we're going in with B2, this brown bronzy shimmer down here. That's lovely. And B3, which is a pink shimmer, which, oh, this shimmer with the bright pink here together would just go, oh, amazing. Makes me want to do a load more looks actually with this palette. So that was B3. So B4 is another purple shade, but it's this purple shade is more like the shade of the packaging, I would say. Can you see that? Maybe not, maybe it's not coming across on camera, but it is in real life. And then B5 is it's got the tiniest hint of shimmer in it. Let me see if I can show you. This one. Can you see any shimmer in there? No. No is the answer to that question. B5. Can you see the shimmer? It just looks matte. I promise there's shimmer in there. Oh, that was a bad swatch. Listen, just because I said I was doing it on my face didn't mean I said I was going to do it perfect. You can't see the shimmer. Oh, the other thing about this palette is that it really, really stains. So I'm going to have a load of stripes down my face. But that's okay. I don't mind. Right, so on to the next row, which is the C row. And it starts with the matte white, which you can see I've used up here. So we're going to start here. Well, that's not a good swatch. I highly doubt that any companies are going to use my swatches in their advertising campaign. Can you imagine? This is C2. Look at that. That gold's beautiful. In fact, it's making the white look rubbish. Let me try and build that up a little bit more. There we go. That's a bit better. Shows you all my wrinkles. And next is C3. Oh. Oh. Maybe that went a little bit further than we planned. Oh well. And next we have C4. This is like a burgundy shade. That's nice. And C5, which we have used on today's look, which is a brown. And we use this to smoke out the wing liner a little bit. Oh, that's nice. That's really nice. Looks a bit like a poo brown. I didn't say that, you said that. And next is the row D. So D1 is the yellow shade that I've used on my eyes. It's gonna go here. No, that doesn't swatch very well either. Don't worry, I have taken photos of this look. I might actually take some photos with the swatches because I think these could come across quite nicely in photos. ABH will be ringing me up tomorrow saying, please can we use your face swatches in our campaign? Sure, why not? I'm not stupid. I know they're not going to do that. D2 is a beautiful a beautiful blue shimmer. Look at that. That's nice. That's really nice. And for some reason they put it next to this bright red D3. I don't know why they're together, but it's a bit of a oddly matched row, this one. But that red does swatch really, really nice. And D4. This is a blue shimmer. Can you see the shimmer in that? Can Nikita wiggle her finger properly? Oh, now you can see the shimmer, I hope. And D5, which is the black, which we used today as well. Probably not the best place to put a black on your face, on your moustache area. And now onto the last row, which is the E row. So we're going to start with E1, this shade really reminds me, this one, really reminds me of the shade in Blood Sugar. Might actually get them out to compare. Can you see that? Yeah. And then E2, which we've used today. Oh, lovely. E3. And E4, also used today. And then the final shade to swatch, which is E5. Just gonna go here. So there we go. That is all of the swatches on my face done. I'll come in closer again and I will change the lights because you know that's what YouTubers do, and I think that's what you're supposed to do. I don't really know. Hopefully it means you can see the colour better. So this is the face swatches with the lights brighter. Right, so we've got A1 to 5 down here, and then B1 to 5 down here, and then C1 to C5 across my thread, and D1 to D5 up here, and E1 to E5 down here. What do we think? I think they've actually swatched really, really nice. This pink definitely comes off a lot better on the eye than it has done on the chin. And the yellow, this is the yellow D1, is the same. As you can see, it's much, much brighter up here with the P. Louise base underneath it. But that's to be expected, I guess. And I have now used, I've used most of the colours in the palette. With the looks that I've done this week, I think, if not all of them, then most of them. But yeah, I'm gonna crack on with this eye tutorial now. I'm really sorry if I've bored you, but I had a lot of fun doing this. So it might be a new thing. Let me know what you think, if you think face swatches are a good idea or you think I look like an absolute idiot. Either way, let me know because I love hearing what you guys have to think. But yeah, let's crack on with this eye look. Get ready to see me with really bad roots and a really ugly face in 3, 2, 1. Okay guys, so my eyelid is primed and ready to go. As you can tell, I'm having a bit of a leopard print moment today with my headband and my top. And we're gonna start by putting the white shade on. I've zoomed you right in, so I'm probably not gonna be able to hold up the palette very well. I'll try. Okay, so we're using C1. This bright white shade, which is a lovely, lovely shade, and that's going to go under the brow bone initially. So just like this white shade here, it's going to go on the other side. Of course, I forgot to put my tape on. So next we're going to go in with the yellow shade D1, which is this sort of ochre sort of colour just here. Is it ochre or mustard or both? So that's just going to go right in here. And I'm using my Morphe M506 for this. Okay, so now we're going to go in with E2, this bright orange shade, and that's going to be on my Morphe M507, and it's going to go right next to the yellow. Just going to go back in with that yellow shade D1. It is getting a little bit lost, and that did happen on this side, so I don't want that to happen too much. Okay, and then we're going to go in with E4, this bright coral shade. Hopefully you can see the difference on camera between this and the one before. And now we're going to go in with the bright pink shade, A5, just here. My nails are disgusting at the moment, don't judge them. I'm going to use a Jessup 231 brush. And now we're going to use the purple shade on the end, this purpley just here, and it is A2. We want to be careful with this because if you put too much on too quickly, it doesn't blend properly. And you can see that we've lost that white intensity just a tiny bit. So I'm going to use my Jessup 227 with the shade C1 on it again. And it's just going to go, I'm not too worried about this going in my eyebrows because I'm going to do them later, obviously. There we are. So now I am just going to remove the P. Louise base that's there and cut my crease, and I will be straight back. Okay guys, so the crease is cut. I have used two different P. Louise bases. I've used shade 0, which is the white, and shade number 2, which is my normal shade, just because the white is right on the inner corner, and that's exactly where the white powder, the white eyeshadow, is going to go. I'm going to use my Morphe M166 with the C1 bright white shade again, right in here. So next we're going to use D1, the same yellow shade that we've got in here, and I'm going to use this on my Morphe Jeffree Star JS12. That's going right next to the white, and it's all going to blend together. Don't worry too much about this gap up here, because I cut this again, or just went over it to freshen it up and make it a bit more white with the P. Louise base. But if you don't have that, then just leave a little gap like I have done here, and just let your cut crease or your concealer come through. As you can see earlier, I had to change my tape because what I did was I removed the P. Louise that was there with micellar water, and obviously that got stuck to the tape and made it a little bit gooey and not very sticky anymore. So I just changed it for some fresh tape, lined it up with the purple eyeshadow that was there, and it came off fine. Right, so now we're going to go in with E2, the bright orange shade, on a different Morphe Jeffree Star JS12. That's going right next to the yellow. And then back in with the yellow on my other JS12 to get them to blend together. I'm being really lazy. I should be using my fluffy brushes to blend. So I am actually going to use my Morphe M506 brush and stop being lazy. And then the last shade to go on this cut crease, because we're not going to use the coral shade that's here, and we're not using that purple shade, so we're just going to use the bright pink shade, A5, on the Jessup 231, and that's going right on the end, and it's going to blend with that coral, not coral, with the orange, sorry. Just pulling my eyelid there because for some reason I had a bit of a crease, maybe from the tape. But you should never do that. That is terrible eyeshadow application, pulling your eyelid, and it gives you wrinkles, so definitely don't do it. Right, so our next step is to recut the crease just to make it a little bit brighter and a little bit whiter. And I'm going to use my P. Louise base in the shade 0. I'm going to pop some on the back of my hand. Just a tiny smidge. Not much. That might even be too much. And I'm going to use my tiny Morphe M250-0 brush. And I'm sort of squeezing it to a point because although it is a tiny brush, it's still a little bit fluffy. So I'm trying to squeeze it to a point as much as I can. It's not really working. And this is gonna just, don't worry about being too neat with this because we can use another brush. So it's just going up here. Look at the state of that. That's terrible. Okay, so I'm just going to let that dry for a couple of seconds and then I'm going to show you how I clean it up. So to clean that up, I'm going to use my tiny Morphe Jeffree Star JS14 brush and I'm going to run the same shades that I used below it just on top of that. So that it's the right width all the way through. So just a bit of tidy up work there really. And as long as the top part of your line is all right, then you only have to fix the bottom. That's a bit of a saviour really. So now I'm going to use my Morphe M149 and the black shade from the palette, which is D5. And this is going to go as sort of like a wing liner really, right along the outer edge. Now I tend to struggle doing this inner part of my eyelid, so I'm going to use my dough colour angled liner brush just to get a bit closer to my eyelashes. Go. And I would admit this is the only colour in the palette that has any fallout, which is quite impressive. All of the other shades have been perfect and falloutless. So now I'm going to use the shade C5, this brown shade here, to blend out that black liner. I'm going to use it on my Morphe Jeffree Star JS13 brush. We all know how much I love this brush. Okay, and we're done. So moment of truth. Pull the tape off. There we go. So I'm just going to jump off camera, do the rest of my base, and I'll do one under eye and I'll come back and we'll do the other one together. So I'll see you in 2 seconds. Okay guys, so this lower lash line is done. I've also added a little bit of sparkle because the look was all matte and I needed just a little bit of sparkle just to brighten things up a little bit. So that white line has got a little bit of this collection Glam crystals on it, and this is in the shade Cosmic Stars. Hopefully you can see it, that tiny bit of sparkle. Let me pop some on the back of my hand so you can see. It's quite faint. That's the kind of sparkle that is on there. So we're going to pop that on my left eye. These are amazing. I have them in, so I have this colour and I have a silver one and I have a blue one as well, and they're all really, really good. And I think they're like $2.99 maybe. So if you can pick some of these up, definitely do because they're amazing. Right, so for the lower lash line, we need some black eyeliner on the waterline. So I'm going to use my Barry M waterproof eyeliner. As you can tell, that's a little bit smudgy under there, but I'm not too worried about that because we're going to go in now with the black eyeshadow, which is the shade D5 on my little Morphe M149. And I'm just running this all the way along and almost inside the lower lash line as well. So that sort of sets what's in the lower lash line, and then we also want it just outside. And that looks really dark and smoky right now, but we'll get better. So now we're going to use the purple shade, the same purple shade that's on the end of the cut crease, which is A2, this one. And that's going to go on my Morphe Jeffree Star JS13. That's going to go right along here. Got quite a bit of fallout from that black on that side for some reason, which is annoying. And now we're going to use E2, which is the orange shade that we put next to the yellow. And I'm going to use that on my Morphe Jeffree Star JS12. That's the lower lash line pretty much done. I'm just going to pop some inner corner highlighter on, and I'm going to use my Morphe M321, and we're using the Ofra mini highlighter in Rodeo Drive. Just realised I haven't taken the thing off the mirror in this. And that's it pretty much done. I'm just going to go and wax some mascara and some lashes on, and then I will come back and show you the final look. Okay guys, so this is the final look done. Let me know what you think of it down in the comments below. It's lovely and colourful, and I've actually really enjoyed doing it. I popped my Zara lashes on by Doll Beauty. As I'm sure you know by now, they are my favourite. I just love the shape of them, and they are sort of coming apart at the seams, so I'm going to have to order some new ones soon. I know they haven't got them on their website at the moment, but fingers crossed they'll be up there soon. Yeah, I absolutely love this look, and I love this palette. Oh my god. Thank you, and thank you to my gorgeous makeup loving friends, Teresa, Rebecca, Rosie, Lucy and Amanda, for treating me to this for my birthday. Honestly, I can't even tell you how much it means to me, and you guys know how grateful I am, so thank you again guys so much. So this is the last of my 5 looks for 5 days using this palette, and I think this has to be the most colourful, probably not the most technical, but definitely the most colourful. And yeah, I've really enjoyed doing it. If you haven't seen the others, then check out my Instagram, which I'll pop up here or up here somewhere, I don't know, but check it out anyway, and let me know what you think of them. So this palette, I would absolutely highly recommend it. It's been a lot of fun to play with this week, and the looks that I have come up with, I think they've all been pretty different to each other. You've got the blues in there that you can create looks with, you've got pinks, you've got purples, you've got orange, blue, yellow. There's so much in there that you can do with it, and yeah, it's beautiful. So go and buy it. If you haven't got it already, go and get it, because what are you doing? I'm going to go and film my intro and my swatches, and as you've probably seen by now, swatch this all over my face because why not? So yeah, let me know what you thought down in the comments below. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and follow me on Instagram, and until the next one, I'll see you soon. Bye guys.